Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video we're going to be doing a little bit of an experimental video, and we're going to be putting my Lab DF3 putter down from 36 inch to 35 inch. Now you might think I'm a little bit of a prat, but I do these sort of experiments as educational videos because I've got a revealer, and I've seen a lot of questions in the forum of can you change grip on a Lab, can you extend a Lab, can you cut it down? And I'd rather the one that makes that mistake so you don't have to, because obviously having the revealer I can check afterwards to see if it's still toe up and to make sure the putter's still lie angle balanced. Now I believe there is a little bit of tolerance with these putters, as technically built as they are and obviously perfect in terms of being zero torque. There is a slight bit of tolerance in terms of how much you can cut off the putter, and we're going to be testing that today. Now we have changed grips already on this putter. We went from a press 2-degree pistol to a Superstroke 3.0, and that didn't affect the putter in any way. It still remained zero torque, toe up, lie angle balanced, but today's test could really push it to its limits, and I'm hoping for my sake that I don't ruin it. So we're going to be cutting it down 1 inch. Now, for those of you that are wondering, what's led me to this, well, I ordered my putter. I ordered it in 36 inch, and I didn't get on with it to start with, if I'm being quite honest with you. And my mate had ordered one in 35 inch, and I sent him to just hit the ground running with his. So I feel it's a bit cumbersome and a bit long, so I'm going to cut it down to 35 inch. And if you're wondering why I put the 3.0 grip on, this were definitely me being a prat, because if you order a DF3 putter, do not worry if you don't instantly hit the ground running with it. I think you've got to spend quite a few hours on putting green to get used to these putters. And that's not what I did. I expected instant results, and I'm trying to be honest with you. I might be making myself look silly here, but I'd rather be honest than try and act something I'm not, because I think we can all make these mistakes. But I didn't give it long enough, and I blame the pistol grip being undersized to what I'm used to. So if I show you these grips quite closely, you'll notice that the actual grip that I've ordered, the press number 2 3-degree, it's not tapered. It's the same thickness from top to bottom, so it's very, very similar to the Superstroke 3.0, which I'm used to. But obviously the Superstroke 3.0 has not got any press built in, and when I put this grip on, instantly I regretted it. It become a chipper, because you would not believe how much you've got to lean the putter forward when it's not got a press grip on it, and it just was so uncomfortable. And I'll tell you where I really noticed this is when I actually tested the Odyssey putter, and that has a standard grip on, and I really thought, well, this is just not for me. I've got to get this Superstroke grip off my putter because I need a press grip. I think when you've got a forward lean putter, if you've not got a press grip on it, it's hard work, and it does not feel natural. So we're going to be putting this press grip on, one that's more my preference as well. Obviously it matches the Superstroke 3.0 a little bit more. If you look at the press, you'll see that does taper down a little bit more, so the butt end's a little bit thicker, and then it tapers towards the bottom. So I would say that's more like a Superstroke 2.0, obviously if you're not sure about grips. But yeah, let's start by removing the Superstroke grip and cutting this down. So you'll see I'm smiling because I've cut the inch off, and the putter's hanging off the edge of the counter, and it was stood toe up. So yeah, first job complete, and I don't think we've damaged the putter. We're going to get this grip on, which obviously is not the grip I originally ordered it with, and put it in the revealer. And yeah, fingers crossed we've not wrecked it. So just before we put it in the revealer, we're just going to make sure that it sits toe up. So it should balance itself and sit square to the water bottle, which you can see it has done. So it's looking good so far. Right, let's put this in the revealer, and with a bit of luck we can give Danny his putter back. Right, so this is a greasy revealer. If it's your first time tuning in, guys, as well, if you've got any special requests, if you want to see any experiments with this revealer, then get in the comments. But it's very greasy, so it spins. It shouldn't return anywhere really. It shouldn't return home. It should just sort of stop in random places, which you can see. And then if we put it into motion, so we'll actually do it with face pointing towards you guys, it should just stay completely balanced. That's looking really good at the minute. Now if we put that into a putting position, it should stay square to the path, which there's no movement, it's not opening or closing, it's stayed balanced. So I'm really happy with that. So guys, this video were just for illustration purposes. I wouldn't advise you do anything like this at home, but I think now we're all a little bit wiser. There is some tolerance. So if you have ordered a putter and you think you've got the wrong length, or you've got the wrong grip, or you might be shopping on the second-hand market, you might not be able to get the putter in your perfect spec, there is a little bit of adjustability. But what I would say is speak to Lab Direct. They might take a few days to get back to you, but I think they've got one of the best customer service teams, and you know, aftermarket wise, they can't do enough to help you. So they will point you in the right direction to make sure that if you are having any adjustments, that you still keep your putter zero torque, and yeah, you don't ruin it. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that video. If you're not already subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We'll see you in a few days' time. Bye.